and welcome back. My name is Odette de Beard and I am the co-founder of Amplify Business Coaching and Consulting. In our last video, we briefly discussed how people has an impact on the customer experience that your organization delivers and how that is going to result or detract from a sustainable, inclusive and exponential growth experience. Today, we'll be unpacking customer strategy and how it operates in the ecosystem of designing a customer experience. First of all, we need to understand what a customer strategy is. Very simply put, it's the articulation of a distinctive value and experience that your company will deliver to a chosen set of customers over a period of the relationship with you, along with offerings, channels, operating models, and capabilities that you will need to implement it. So there are a few principles when it comes to a customer strategy that we need to be mindful of. First of all, we need to master the art of making things possible. Instead of asking your customer, what do they want? You should be using the data that you already have of them, which I hope you have, to understand what they actually need, what goals they are going to achieve, and how your products and services can be innovated to better help them achieve their goals or to deliver on their needs. Then it's important for you to know your customer at a granular level. It's not enough to have a broad statement. If you're selling insurance, people who have cars is not a very good statement of who your customer is. It's very important that you know that your ideal customer, what their name is. My name is Odette. She has kids. She's got a growing family. She's in X stage of her life. Her goals are X, Y, and Z. That helps you connect with a person as opposed to a number. And it also helps you to create a real solution that will solve a problem for real people, as opposed to going fishing or creating a product that sounds awesome but really doesn't meet a specific need for the customer. Once you've got those things right, you have to remember to link your company strategy to your customer strategy and make sure that it all aligns to the overall identity. If your company strategy and your customer strategy is not aligned, you are going to have serious problems when it comes to delivering on the customer strategy. It's important for you to focus on the customer who you have the right to win with. So that means that you need to understand which customer problems you can solve, and those are the customers that you should be targeting. It's pointless targeting customers who have problems who your solutions don't work for. Then we need to remember to treat our customers as an asset that will grow in value. When we start thinking about customers as assets and no longer as ones and zeros and someone falling off and 10 going in, then we start thinking about them differently. And when you value something, you take care of it. So value your customer as an asset to grow. It's important that you leverage the ecosystem and create partnerships with complementary products and services that will make the life better for your customer and support them in achieving their goals. Ensure a customer experience. So here I have a little bit of a story. I recently made a transaction which on my banking profile, which is a little bit out of my normal spending patterns. And the bank thought that the best way to confirm whether or not that transaction was made by me was to block all my access to my accounts. And when I phoned the call center, they requested me to go into a branch because they can't help me. My accounts have been blocked. So in this particular instance, the bank had built their processes around what works for them. They wanted to see me and they needed to confirm that I actually made the transaction. However, for me, that means in the middle of my day, I had to run to a branch because I now have no access to any of my banking. So therefore, I can't transact in any way, shape, or size until the bank has unlocked it. So from a security perspective, that's fantastic. But from a customer experience perspective, that has taken out time of my day. It has really inconvenienced me. And it hadn't considered the fact that I may not have been able to go to a branch, or that I had been busy somewhere, or what if there was an emergency? All of those what ifs and whys were not considered when this process was created. Which leads me to the 8th point, which is excel at delivery. When I did get to the branch, the person that helped me was tremendously helpful, very friendly, and he made sure that I was sorted quick sticks. There was no doubt about the fact that he was able to deliver what I needed when I needed and in a very efficient manner, which I really appreciated. What I didn't appreciate was the next point, which was reorganizing around the customer. We can't create processes that are convenient for us. We need to create processes that make it easier for our customers. It is said that customers are the lifeblood of a business. And you will often hear people say small businesses are the backbone of any economy, and business in general would be the backbone of an economy. So then it would stand to reason that without a customer, there's no business, and without business, there's no economy. Therefore, without a customer, there's no economy. And we forget that little point, that actually the customer has the right not to spend with us. They have the right to decide to go elsewhere. And if we make it really hard for them, they probably will. And very lastly, but also not least, is matching your culture to your customer strategy. In the previous video, we talked about how people can make or break your customer experience. And the people have a specific culture. Often there's a culture that's set out on paper, but what's being lived and breathed by the individuals in the organization is not always the same. And it's important that we match those two, and that we match that culture to a customer strategy that delivers value for our customers and that values our customers in a way that makes them raving fans. Because when they ask the question, can I trust you? The answer is yes. When they ask the question, do you care for me? The answer is yes. And with those two questions, customers become raving fans. Thanks for listening. Until next time, goodbye.